When you hear the word Jeep, you probably picture a rugged, boxy vehicle crawling over rocks, mud, and rough terrain with that signature confidence. But behind this iconic image lies a name that has sparked curiosity for decades. Jeep is one of those words that feels both familiar and strange. It doesn't sound like the name of a military machine, nor does it resemble other vehicle names that usually come from numbers, letters, or company founders. Instead, it has a playful, almost cartoon-like ring to it. So where did this unusual name actually come from? Was it an official military designation, a mispronunciation, a random nickname that simply stuck? The story of how Jeep got its name is surprisingly layered, involving military classifications, soldiers' slang, pop culture influences, and a bit of linguistic evolution. And the journey from experimental military prototype to global automotive legend reveals just how unpredictable naming origins can be. The military beginnings, GP or general purpose. A widely shared explanation traces the name Jeep back to the letters GP, supposedly standing for general purpose. According to this version, soldiers began calling the vehicle a GP, which eventually slurred into the word Jeep. It's a neat story, but the truth is a little more complicated. The military actually used designations like G-number codes to categorize vehicles by type, not by purpose. And the original Willys and Ford-built wartime models weren't officially labeled GP because they were highly specialized, not general-purpose machines. Ford did produce a model labeled GP, but in that code the G simply meant government and the P referred to a particular wheelbase and vehicle class, not general purpose. Even so, soldiers often simplify unfamiliar designations into something easier to say, and it's entirely possible that early troops casually referred to the test vehicles as GPs, allowing the sound to evolve into Jeep. While the GP explanation doesn't fully hold up under strict military documentation, it still represents an important part of the lore, because it reflects how military jargon tends to morph into slang organically. The soldier's slang and the role of Eugene the Jeep. Another major influence on the word Jeep came from pop culture, specifically a small magical creature named Eugene the Jeep from the Popeye comic strips in the 1930s. In the comics, Eugene was a mysterious little character who could go anywhere, squeeze through anything, and escape any tight situation. Soldiers in the U.S. Army who were reading these comics at the time saw parallels between this fictional creature and the agile prototype 4x4 vehicles that could travel through mud, forests, and rough terrain with astonishing ease. It didn't take long before mechanics and servicemen began calling the new vehicles Jeeps, borrowing the name directly from the character known for his almost supernatural mobility. And because soldier slang tends to spread quickly in barracks, training grounds, and battlefields, the term Jeep became a popular nickname even before the vehicle was officially adopted by the U.S. military. This explanation resonates strongly because the connection between a nimble cartoon creature and a nimble off-road vehicle simply made sense to the people who were using them daily. The naming becomes official. The name Jeep broke into mainstream recognition thanks to a combination of magazine publicity and public demonstrations. In 1941, a Willys test driver famously drove the vehicle up the steps of the U.S. Capitol to showcase its climbing ability. A reporter present at the event asked what the strange new vehicle was called, and the driver casually answered, "It's a Jeep." That moment, combined with media coverage, helped cement the name in the public's mind. As Willys sought to distinguish its wartime design from competitors, it embraced the popularity of the nickname and even filed for a trademark on the term Jeep. By the end of World War II, the name was no longer just slang. It was a recognized brand associated with durability, simplicity, and off-road capability. Returning soldiers who had used the vehicle overseas also helped spread its reputation at home, talking about Jeeps as indispensable machines that could do what no other vehicle could. The name carried the aura of wartime toughness, making it instantly appealing to a civilian market looking for adventure and reliability. How the word Jeep lives on today. Today, Jeep doesn't just identify a company, it represents an entire culture and lifestyle centered around resilience, exploration, and the thrill of going where ordinary vehicles can't. The name has grown so iconic that many people use Jeep to refer to any rugged, open-bodied 4x4, even if it isn't made by Jeep the brand. A testament to how deeply the word has embedded itself into language. The mysterious blend of origins, from the GP technical designation myth to soldiers' slang to the influence of Eugene the Jeep, shows how names can evolve naturally as people attach meaning to them. And in the case of Jeep, the name survived because it matched the machine perfectly, short, punchy, and full of personality. Whether you're watching Jeeps conquer rocky slopes, navigating city roads, or starring in countless films and outdoor adventures, the name continues to evoke the same sense of capability and dependability that soldiers recognized in the 1940s. Ultimately, it's called a Jeep because the people who used it, trusted it, and admired its versatility gave it a name that felt right. And sometimes, the most enduring names come not from official documents, but from the voices of those who rely on them every day. In the end, the name Jeep isn't tied to one single origin, but to a blend of military slang, pop culture influence, and the natural way language evolves among people who rely on something every day. Whether it came from GP, Eugene the Jeep, or soldier nicknames, the word stuck because it perfectly fit the vehicle's toughness and agility. Today, Jeep represents more than a brand. It symbolizes freedom, capability, and a legacy built on real-world performance. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed uncovering the hidden stories behind everyday things, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Janosco. Hit the bell so you never miss a new discovery. Until next time, keep exploring the world's surprising backstories.